Welcome to your Aligned as Fuck Life podcast, hosted by your girl, Shalvika. I am a life transformation coach, a wife, a cat mom, pure generator, Enneagram 3, Pisces sign, and helping you build an aligned as fuck life is my jam. Out in this world, we believe that there are no set rules for building a life, career, and business. That we are all unique and we should be able to embrace our uniqueness in everything we do while shedding all the rules or bullshit rules one at a time. We will talk all things mindset, manifestation, healing, energetics, rituals, success, and so much more. I believe that I can have it all and you can too. Ready for an episode that will take you one step closer to your aligned as fuck life? Let's get started. Hi and welcome to episode 47 of your aligned as fuck life with Shalvika. Today's episode is called My Top Manifestation Mantra, and I cannot wait to dive into it with you. This is honestly, I feel, one of the most important things that I have come across because I mean, you keep hearing about manifestation, right? Like, if you're someone who listens to this podcast, I'm sure you follow other creators like me, other coaches, other spiritual coaches, life coaches who are like me and who talk about manifestation and personal growth and spiritual growth. What I don't find very often around is people talking about the reality of manifestation. Like, you will find a lot of very generic advice around manifestation, like become very clear on what you want and think about it and journal about it and visualize it every single day, and it will come to reality. And of course, like a lot of people also talk about action, like, doing it every day, building habits, building structures, building routines, all of that. And I am not denying that all of that are important, okay? Like, all of these things are really fucking important. It's super important for you to be clear on what you want to manifest. It is super important for you to be able to focus your energies on that and use tools like visualization and journaling and meditation in order to enable an enhanced focus on your goals. And of course, it's really important for you to fucking move your ass and take some action, right? I am not denying that any of that advice has merit. Of course, it has a shit ton of merit, and I keep talking about it all the time as well. But today, what I wanted to share with you is this thought that I have held about manifestation for a really long time, and I learned it through a life experience. So, actually, I'm going to share my life experience first, and then I'm going to tell you the tip or my number one manifestation mantra to you. So the year was 2020, and I had quit my job in the month of March of 2020 without knowing that the world is gonna hit with the fucking pandemic. And it was a scary time. I mean, if you're someone who had any sort of uncertainty, which honestly most people in the world went through at that time, you know that it was an anxiety-ridden time for all of us, right? And I had just quit my job, my high-paying corporate job, to start my brand new coaching business. So yeah, of course, there was a shit ton of anxiety. But fortunately for me, I did start my business off on a high. Like, I launched my first program, I think it was on the 10th of April 2020. And literally the day I spoke about it, I signed my first client. Like, I had a couple of clients in the first month, and it kept steadily going, right? So this is the incident that I want to share is the month of September 2020. And that was the time when I had, I think, about 5 back-to-back sales calls for one-on-one coaching. And I was exclusively doing one-on-one coaching at that point. And I was so fucking excited because all of those sales calls went really well. And I had set a target for myself that by the end of September, like on 30th of September, 2020, I'm gonna have signed 3 one-on-one clients just in that 1 month, which again hadn't happened to me yet. So it was a big milestone. It was a big milestone in terms of the number of people I was working with, in terms of the amount of money I was gonna make. And literally 3 people got back to me saying that, oh, we want to work with you and send us the contract. So I sent the contract way in advance, and I'm like, definitely, I'm for sure meeting this target. I'm definitely manifesting this into my reality. Well, I didn't. 30th September came and 30th September went. And I was this ball of anxiety because I was like, I'm doing everything right. I'm doing what all the manifestation gurus are talking about, and I'm visualizing it, and it's on my vision board, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm focusing on it, and I've taken actions, and I have people who are willing to invest, but why aren't they fucking signing the contracts? And then 1st of October came and went. And then I woke up on the 2nd of October, and 2 of my clients had, 2 of the people that I had sent the contracts had signed the contract and paid me the deposit. And that afternoon or that evening, I'm a little hazy on the timing, another person signed a contract and paid my deposit. But for my brain, because I had put that clause of 30th of September, it just, even though I had hit my target just 2 days later, it still felt like I had failed at something, right? And that's when I started kind of looking at everything that I had manifested so far in my life and in my business, and I kept observing everything else that I was manifesting. And the thing is, what I realized is when I did not hit my target on 30th of September, on 1st of October, when I was sitting and I was journaling about it, because again, I was journaling about this every single day. So when I sat down to journal about how I had, quote unquote, failed at my manifestation, I realized that, it's not that bad for me. I still had clients. I was still working with people. It's just that I hadn't signed these 3 clients. And it did not make that massive a difference in my life because, well, I was taken care of. I had my savings. I had whatever. Like, I had some clients. I had la-di-da-di-da, like a million things in which I convinced myself while journaling that I was safe, and that even though I had failed at my manifestation, it didn't really matter. And the next day, my manifestation fucking came into reality. And this is something that I've observed over and over and over again over the years that I have been dabbling in this world of manifestation. And so my number 1 manifestation mantra that I want to share with you today is hold on, but loosely. I think that is the key difference, that but loosely is such an important aspect of your manifestation. So, because again, like when you're holding on really, really tightly, when you're gripping onto what you want to manifest, you are so focused on that thing and how you want that thing to come into your life that the universe or higher power or God or whatever it is that you believe in, like I believe strongly in the universe, you don't leave any space for the universe to perform miracles for you. You are so set in this is how I want my manifestation to come. Like in this incident that I shared with you, I want my manifestation to come to reality by 30th of September. It is so bloody conditional, right? That the universe just goes like, fuck it, like you don't want it, I want to give it to you, but you don't want it in the form that I want to give it to you, so fuck you, I'm not going to give it to you. That's why hold on, but loosely, right? That is really important. And I know, like, as you're listening to this, you are probably going like, rolling your eyes and going like, oh yeah, but that's easy to say, but how the fuck do you do that? So I'm going to tell you how you do that, okay? Think about that one thing, that one all-encompassing manifestation that you are working on right now. That thing that you really, really fucking want. bring that to your mind's eye as you're listening to this. Now, think about this question. What if that doesn't come true? What's going to happen? What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Now, let's take an example. Let's say you're looking at manifesting your dream job, right? What's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to have to continue doing the job that you're doing, right? Say you're working on manifesting an X amount of money. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Like if that money doesn't show up in your life, you're still alive. You still have food to eat, a roof over your head. If you're listening to this podcast, you have way more than food to eat and roof over your head, right? So what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Things are probably going to continue the way they are, right? If you are working on manifesting a few clients in your business, and say that doesn't happen, what's the worst thing that's going to happen is you're probably going to have to take up that part-time job, or you're probably going to have to really dig into your savings, or you're going to have to work doubly hard at marketing and selling the services that you're selling, right? So whenever you're working on that manifestation, that all-encompassing manifestation that you brought to your head, I want you to talk to your brain and talk to yourself about what if it doesn't come true. Because there's always the possibility that it's not going to come true. And let me tell you, more often than not, like 99.999%, or probably more, that manifestation not coming to you is not going to really hamper your life. It's not going to be the end of the world for you. It's not going to kill you. Again, in all likelihood, it's not going to kill you. It's not going to lead, excuse me, it's not going to lead you to go hungry or bankrupt or lose millions of dollars. It's not. It really is not. Right? So that's how you hold on to your manifestation, but loosely. So you say that, you know what, I do want this X amount of money. I really fucking desire this X amount of money. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to visualize the fuck out of what I'm going to do when that money shows up for me. But at the same time, I'm really aware and I accept the fact that that money might not show up. And if it doesn't show up, not much is going to change in my life. It's not going to be the end of the world for me, and I'm okay with that because I'm okay today. So if I'm okay today, and if that hypothetical manifestation does not show up in my life, I'm still going to continue to be okay. I do want it. You don't deny your desires. You don't deny the manifestation that you're working on. Of course I want it. Like it's a manifestation and a vision that I'm working on for a reason. But I'm also aware and accepting of the fact that it's okay if it doesn't come true. That's how you hold on to your desire, but loosely. And that is, I feel, the most important manifestation tip that's not talked about often enough because, again, we are so focusing on the numbers and the money and the clients and whatever it is that we are focusing on that we kind of forget to add that caveat that, you know what, it's okay. If it doesn't come through, it's okay. If I don't sign a client, it's okay. I'm still okay. I have food to eat. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to go bankrupt. I'm okay. Right? And that, my friends, is my top manifestation mantra. Hold on, but loosely. So I want you now to sit down and kind of make a list of all of the manifestations that you're working on and then ask yourself, what's the worst that's going to happen if that doesn't come true? Of course, don't stop visualizing your life around when that manifestation actually comes true, but always have this awareness of what if it does not. And trust me when I say your life will change. Your manifestation power, your power to manifest your reality will increase like tenfold, if not more, and your desires will come to you so much more faster because you are not chasing them with all of your energy and all of your awareness and being. You are telling the universe that, you know what, I'm okay. I'm not going to push you around. I'm not going to bully you into giving me what I want because I know I'm okay. I'm grateful for what I have. And that is that. So Hold on, but loosely. Thank you so much for tuning in today's episode. If you absolutely loved what you heard today, be sure to share it with me by leaving a review on iTunes so that I can keep the good stuff coming. And if you aren't already following me on social media, come soak up some extra inspiration and send me a hello on Instagram by searching at Shalvika P. Also tagged in the show notes. I love and adore you so much, and I will talk to you super soon. In the meantime, continue building your most authentic and aligned as fuck life. Ciao!